numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Numbers, big numbers.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, get ring, 56, check 56. Squeeze, double. Check. 81.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A carry for Foreman, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake. Lyles. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up this offense going forward.
To throw on second down. Lyles. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Watch the out, watch the out. No, off. Undercrunch. Hey, go on. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now we get it. Side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB. And guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We're scoreless after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a give, right side. Foreman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
X3. 218. Chopper.
He's coming. Double up. Double up.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's get it.
36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Lucky. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Recon. 132 fighter. There.
Joker.
Look. Squeeze.
Alert 3. SOS.
Speed dribble.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leo.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run with Miller. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Topper.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Go.
I got you, son. Mike 55.
Back to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check three.
Hard.
Check the hot read.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go.
Second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Right there. 54, Mike. Check. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike, 54.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-4. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 51.
Looking to throw. Lyles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lyles. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Got it. 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lyles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Lyles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
In your face. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hatchet, hatchet. Wide, get wide.
Now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
General West.
Safety's creeping.
Rock it. Hit it.
Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I'm coming.
They'll look to throw here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
A lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Check, get it.
On first down, Johnson. Oh, it's part 3. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, here's Miller. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Bound to lose one. Mike, 55.
Hey, lock it.
55. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Hey, Sam on.
Rush in. Check 31.
Be careful.
Out of the gun now on third down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Switch.
Blue draw Corker.
Watch the safety creep.
You're out.
Draw play. This is Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
55, Mike 55.
Gone.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw. Lyles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Again, it's Foreman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's third down.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, come on here.
Operating from the gun, Lyles got his target, Samuel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. What we got? 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. I'm on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got it.
On 4th down, Lyles. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 52.
There.
Slam. Switch. Check 4.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Kill. Turn.
80 weapon. Look. Squeeze.
Under 10. 10.
Down.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check.
To throw again. Lyles. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 56. I know he ain't got
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Leo! Ready?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
64, weak.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Smooth.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
He's back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 55's my guy, 55. Hey, pick your game up. Why 55? Hayward. 55. Hey, eat.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming up to you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Mike 5-4. Get the ball. Mike 54. That's it. 54. We don't want this.
They'll look to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's a party now. 54 is Mike. 54.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lyles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception.